It's Tuesday. It's lunchtime. Let's have lunch. All right. Guess what I want to talk today about with you? I want to talk about photo sharing. So photo sharing is something that you might think is very easy, self-explanatory to do until you realize that you have photos that are low resolution because they've been shared. So I'd like to kind of talk about that a little bit. And then I also want to talk about sharing photos between your family members. You know, thinking of a husband and wife that have two different Apple IDs, two different iCloud accounts. How are we sharing those photos together? Because you cannot merge those two together in the iCloud. What about the dreaded if someone in your family has an Android? That's crazy, right? So some with an iPhone, some with an Android. How do we go about doing that? What about if you want to share via texting or even email a video that's longer than 30 seconds? How do you do that? And last one example here. What if you're wanting to share a high resolution photo with someone? And how do you go about doing that? So those are all things that I want to cover today when we're doing Let's Have Lunch, and help you to really understand some really great ways that you can use forever to answer all of these problems and to do all of this photo sharing. So first of all, let's talk for just a moment about texting photos. Did you know when you text a photo that it reduces the resolution of that photo? I make photo albums for people, and oftentimes they'll want to send me photos to use in the photo album, and they'll text them all to me. And I have to explain that that's not good because that is a low resolution file. And every time they get emailed or texted or moved, it continues to reduce the resolution. So example, one of my clients asked one of the people at a party to text them the photos. So he texted the photos to the client texted the photos to me, and I had to help him by going back and getting the full resolution photos off the original photo taker's phone in order to allow me to blow it up and make it beautiful in a printed album. So did you know that that is something that you can use Forever for? So Forever has some really great ways that you can share photos in full resolution and videos as well. So another example in regards to videos is I used to take a lot of videos of my daughter's dance classes, and we could never share them with the other parents in the group. We would have to upload them to Dropbox or send them somewhere else to be able to send those emails, those long videos. So that's part of my process when I want to share a video with someone, is I just quickly upload it to Forever and share the link via text with people. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at Forever and take a look at some ways that we can come together to share photos. So first, I'm going to give you an example of a shared album. And I'm going to compare it for a moment with a shared album in the iCloud. When you're doing a shared album in the iCloud, the people who are receiving that share are really just receiving the thumbnails. So if they're blurry to you or you recognize the resolution is reduced, it's because a shared album is sharing the thumbnails of those photos and not the original high resolution photos. So as an example that I'm going to show you now is a vacation that we took with our family, and we're wanting to share photos. We're wanting to upload our best photos to this album. We all are taking pictures on all of our phones. You know, say there's like 20 people there, and we want to bring all of our best photos together to one place. So let me share my screen, and I'm going to show you a couple of things. And I think we've talked about collaborative albums before, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that, but I just want to show you as this example. Okay, so here's my Forever account, and you can see here I have an example album, and this is a collaborative album, which meant that when I created this album and I went to share it, I just right here was able to turn on collaboration, meaning that people can upload to this album. So that's a little check mark where people, when you're sharing this album, they can upload to it. So what I want to show you is now all of these pictures came from different people's phones, and they're all together now in one album at full resolution. So anyone that wants to download at full resolution, they can, or upload at full resolution. So if I just click on the first photo, what I want to show you is this photo came from me. You can see who the owner of the photo is. And if I switch over to the next photo, you can see that this photo is from Ted and Bonnie Ogle. So as I'm going through this album, you can see the photo who it's uploaded by changes. So this photo is uploaded by the Ogle family, my brother and his wife. This one was me, and here's a video. Just wanted to show you. So that's our cute, when we had a cute little puppy. He's a cute little dog now. But I just can upload videos there as well. So now I've got this video saved and can be shared so other people can upload videos too. This one was from Allison Ogle, so and Erica Porter. So you get the idea, and Marie Ogle, that people are able to upload full resolution to that one shared folder. Everyone can keep having access. Okay. So the same thing works when we are maybe needing someone to send us a photo at full resolution. We can simply come in and just create a new album. And then again, I showed you how to mark that collaborative when you share it so that people can upload to that album. Okay, now let's just spend a moment talking about the phone app, okay? So I just showed you within the Forever account, but let's just say that we've got a family. We have husband and wife and kids, and they all have iPhones, and everybody has a different Apple ID. So one solution for that is to have the Forever app on your phone so that you can simply, and I'm just going to show you, not a demonstration, but you can see here, my Forever app. I can set it going into the settings and to back up my phone. So if I wanted to, I could back up my phone in one account, in our Family Forever account, and then another phone in our Family Forever account. So you can have the app on multiple phones logged into the same account. So husband and wife, one Forever account logged into each of their phones. You don't have to do a backup for your phone. You can manually bring in your favorites or your best or your albums that you've created on your iCloud. But either of those ways, it's a way that you can essentially bring together two iCloud accounts into one Forever account. So you can begin organizing those photos based upon event, activity, things that you've done. Another way to share in Forever is simply connecting your family members to your Forever account. And I say connecting them through connections. I'm not referring to giving them the login to your Forever account, but allowing them to come into your Forever account as a connection to see the albums that you have decided you'd like to share with your family members. So if you want to take a look with me here for just a second, we're on the albums page right now, but we're going to look at the connections page. This is where I have my connections. It could be my friends, my family, people who I want to share photos with. Now we'll talk in the future and another one of these trainings specifically about group sharing, which would allow you to share certain albums with certain groups of people. But today I'm just going to focus on the family sharing. I'm talking about sharing photos with your family, sharing high resolution and groups of photos with your family. So under connections, this is where your family members would be. Now, they do not have to have a paid Forever account in order to see, be a connection, as you can see here. So for example, I've got Allison Ogle, my niece, and I don't believe she has a paid account. I think she probably just has an introductory account. So she does have some photos in here and some things that she has saved in her own account, but everybody gets 2 gigs of space to be able to upload and try out the Forever system and how it works. Now, my daughter, Anna Faith, she definitely has a Forever account, and she's already curated a bunch of things herself in her Forever account. My mom has done everything in her Forever account. So if I were to click onto here, this is where I could come in to have some shared photos with her. So if I ever want to look at our family history photos, if I ever want to even just look at our family vacations, I can come in here and just look through her organized, photo collection. And I can even come in here and take any of the photos and copy them to my account. So let's just see here. This was when we went on a little canoe trip. So if I came here and said, oh, I'd love to have this photo of my girls when they were little, I could just copy this photo to my own account. And I'm getting the full resolution photo when I do that. So I could come in and copy, whichever photos I'd like right from her account into my account. I also can, as you can see here, copy the entire album, or I can download her photos if I'd like to in the full resolution. I also can select a group of the photos, and you can see at the top, the action bar comes across, and I'm able to copy all of these to my library or download all of them, or I could just watch a slideshow. So wouldn't that be great? I can stick this up on my TV and just watch the slideshow of these random photos coming up as she has them saved in this album. So this was, like I said, a canoe trip album and the photos that she has shared there. So that's a really neat way to enjoy family members' photos, is to put them on a slideshow. Okay, so I'm going to close that out. Remember where we're at. We're at the in my mom's account looking at her photos. The other reason I love this is I can come in at any time. I don't have to ask her, for example, to show me the family movies. I've got all of the family movies are in here, and I can come in at any time and watch any of these movies. And you can see here, so this actually was a video of my daughter's 5th grade graduation. So I could even just come in here and watch the 5th grade graduation video. And that happens to be with all the kids in her 5th grade. But as you can see here, I could go back to the 1940s when we had a film here and watch this, and I could download it or copy it to my account as well. And I just love the fact that I don't have to ask her to send me things. I can just come and peruse. I also like to peruse the family recipes. So remember, this storage is not just for photos. You can begin using this as a digital storage, digital documents, anything that you might have recipe-wise or anything that's important. So I do come here and look at recipes sometimes. My great-grandmother's banana bread, copy it to my album. You get how that works. Now, we did talk last time about account manager. So I'm coming in as a connection, but since I'm her account manager, I can also manage her account by clicking manage account. And now I have access to everything in her account. So that was just a little tidbit. But I know that we are really focusing on sharing during this presentation today. So that's how I family photo share, keep the full resolution, share a number of photos, give everybody access, and everybody be able to go to one place to upload their photos. And one last tip, what I oftentimes will do is if I'm looking for photos from a past vacation or something that I would like photos of, I might even go in and just create a brand new album and call it photo upload and ask in the description, please upload your best photos from, our vacation last summer or any event that you're really looking for photos for, and then create that new album and then share it with them on a text. But be sure to turn on that collaboration as well so they can upload photos to it. Now, I think next time we're going to talk about group sharing. We've covered connections and photo sharing pretty well. So stay tuned next week and we'll look at group sharing.